Hi, it's Nicholas. I wanted to make a video because tomorrow is my 2 years on testosterone. I almost said 1 year. Now, my 2 years on testosterone, which is cool. And I've been thinking, I haven't been making videos since like around this time last year, but I've been thinking about how it's been good for me to be able to look back at my old videos and be like, okay, good, I look nothing like that, or whatever. Like, any kind of like growth that I can um, like differentiate from the videos is nice. So I just want to make. I'll at least be making one every year, probably from now on for a while. Um, so this is that. So in general, I'm living in Brooklyn now with my partner and her best friend and these two other guys, and it's fun. I'm a dog walker, which I really enjoy. I like dogs a lot, so it's fun to like hang out with them. And all the dogs that I walk are really great dogs, so it's a lot of fun. Like I walk this golden retriever puppy like twice a day, and it's fun. See, my voice is cracking. Like it's still going down. Um, excuse me. So yeah, so it's a lot of fun, and I've been really enjoying it. It's really nice that the winter hasn't really come yet. Uh, So yeah, it's been like still warm, and that's been great for me because I don't know how to handle winter, and I'm not ready for it. Uh, but okay. Um, so as far as like testosterone things, because that's why I'm here. Um, and I guess I'll talk about my chest too for a brief second. But the only changes that I really noticed from like different than last year is, I guess my voice is going down a little bit still. Like Vera kind of mentioned the other day that it sounded like it had gotten deeper, which is cool. Whatever. I'm not really like particular about my voice doing anything, but that's fine. My acne has really cleared up a lot on my face. This time last year, I had like my face was red and inflamed and just acne all over it, and it hurt. Like I couldn't smile, I couldn't get cheek kisses. It was a mess. So I'm really glad that like that's not a thing anymore. I don't know if you can kind of see, um, but it's like pretty clear. I get like a little bit here and like same on the other side. I think that's where my face tends to like contact a pillow when I'm sleeping. So I have like some like bumps there and stuff, but generally my face is really clear. I wash it like once a day, which wasn't a thing. I used to wash it like 2 to 3 times a day. Like the oiliness has gone down a lot. I started washing it just once a day. I think a couple of months ago. That was when it really like calmed down, and I was like, wow, my skin is fine. I feel like a normal person again, which is great. Uh, and yeah, my beard has filled in. It's really thin. I just trimmed it last night, so you can't really see it. It's really thin everywhere, but it's like like the full shape. Like I have hair everywhere. Um, Except for like it doesn't grow here or here, but like my thin thin as heck mustache attaches like to my cheek hairs and stuff like this. So it's all um, looking good. Just needs like time to fill in, I guess, or maybe it won't. I don't know. Um, and then like my muscle and like fat redistribution and stuff like that has been looking very good, very good. I was gonna say really good and very good, really good. And like so I don't have any muscle, but like I never had even this much, so that's like impressive for me, even though I'm a skinny twig. So um but yeah, I've been experiencing like more musculature. um the way that my muscle builds, since I've been dog walking, I work like 4 miles away, so I have to bike at least like um yeah, at least like 8 or 10 miles a day, and then walking a lot. So I get a lot of cardio and a lot of like lower body exercise. mostly. And so from that, like I've gotten a pretty good amount of leg muscle. Like, yeah, and it's been really weird. Like the other day, I took this dog to the park, and we saw an open field, started running, and I was like, wow, I can like feel my leg muscles. It was really weird because I even when I played soccer, like all the time, like I did growing up, at my fittest, I couldn't feel my leg muscles like I can now. So it was really cool. It was really like interesting and weird to feel like having having testosterone as a predominant hormone in your body is an interesting experience. And then like my stomach is quite a bit thinner than it used to be. Try not to show you my butt, but um, yeah, I don't really have like a ton. I have a bit of fat like on my hips still, but I don't really have a ton of body fat because of the redistribution and because of like I've always been a pretty skinny guy. I was yeah, when I first started testosterone in the first like year, I gained a lot of weight for no reason other than I think because my body was like, what is this hormone you're putting into me? Um, and so I lost a lot of it over the summer, and it just like happened. I mean, I did a lot of walking in Europe in the spring, late spring, and like since then I've generally been like exercising and stuff. But yeah, I didn't really do anything in particular to make it happen. Like I just gained like I mean, I gained a bit of weight before I started hormones because of like depression, and then I gained like 25 more pounds. I was weighing like 170 at my heaviest, I think, and then now I'm at 145, which is like where I think is healthy for me, for my body. Um, 5'9", 145, because when I was like growing up, like all the time until like all the way up until like 3 months before I started hormones, I was very thin. Um, and like but like in a healthy way. Like I've always been a good eater and like good exerciser, and that's just like the way my body was and is, and that's like what it looks like now, and it feels more comfortable for me because I feel like my body is back the way that it's supposed to be, um, or that feels the best for me. So yeah, the whole like weight gain thing was kind of weird, um, and strange for me. But yeah, so my body's been looking good. I'm excited to see like how much it continues to change over the next year. Like I heard that there's still quite a bit of change with fat and muscle in like the third and fourth years and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it because I've been feeling a lot better in my skin because of that. But still experiencing like bottom dysphoria and stuff like that. So um, I do think that bottom surgery at this point still like I think the bottom surgery will be something that I like look to do in the future. But I don't know, like it's one of those things that just seems so far away and so um, expensive and things like that. Not to mention I have to get a hysterectomy first, and like I'm still like figuring out the whole baby thing, like how that's gonna play out for me. So yeah, it's a lot of thinking I have to do, but um, yeah, I still experience dysphoria, like I said in the bottom half, but also with my gender expression because I am generally now just read as like a cisgender male, which is fine, I guess, but like that's not who I am or like how I feel. So I'm trying to figure out like how to express myself. Um, Honestly, like through my dress, I guess is like the best way to do that at this point. And the more comfortable I get in my body, like the more comfortable I feel experimenting with like different clothing and stuff like that. Like I definitely am looking to change my wardrobe a little bit to appear a bit more androgynous because that's how I feel. Like I definitely identify still as transmasculine, and like hormones are great and like it's everything that I wanted, but I definitely am not like super masculine, and um, I want to be able to express that, and so I think yeah, a more androgynous look will make me more comfortable and like make me feel like I'm giving the first impression that I feel is true to like who I actually am. Um, so, and I love another reason that I like New York is because number one, like no one gives a poop that you exist. Like so I could do anything and wear anything and be anything and no one would bat an eye. Like it's just very normal for tons of different kinds of people to be here and people in general and like there's just not enough energy in a person's body to pay attention to every single person walking down the street because there's just so many people everywhere. Um, so it's like a really great, I feel like a place that'll be really great for me to experiment and figure out how to feel comfortable with my dress and stuff like that, which is something that I look forward to. And yeah, trying to think what else. I don't know. I'm seeing my family this in like a week, whom I haven't seen in a long time. I don't think that was the correct use of whom. Whatever. I haven't seen them in a long time, like extended family. My cousins, who I was really close to, like growing up and stuff. Um, I haven't seen them in a while. I think I've seen them maybe once or twice since I started hormones. So um, it'll be nice to see them. Like they're all grown up and like I'm grown up, like very different. So it'll be really nice to see them. And then my best friend Madison's coming up for New Year's. Taking the bus up from Virginia together for New Year's Eve and gonna celebrate that. And then so there's like yeah some good stuff and uh, yeah I don't know just working and living and um, it's nice I make a bit more money here than I was making in Richmond and like even with things being a tiny bit more expensive here, I still am managing to save money a lot better. Like I learned a lot in the year of like living in Richmond about like budgeting and like how to be a person with money and stuff like that. And things are going super so far. My goddamn voice. Um, so yeah, that's it. This was long. I don't expect that anyone got to this point in the video, but it's for me mostly anyways. So I'm just sharing to show you guys how cute I've gotten.